So good morning. Hello. Do you ever have those times when you're in the shower and you lose complete track of time? You kind of go into that time warp. That's happened to me this morning. But I'm here, I'm ready. I've flipped my screen because I'm going to do some standing chair yoga. So if this doesn't work for you on your screen, then drop me a message and I won't do it again. But we'll stick with it today. Let's see how it goes. So, chair yoga, we're going to be doing a lot of standing, so if you want to, you don't have to have a chair, basically is what I'm saying. But today's practice is, the focus is on hips, so it's a great one for anyone who's maybe had a hip replacement. It's great for anybody, but it's particularly great for anyone who's had a hip replacement or got hip issues. So, let's take those 3 minutes, those 3 breaths to arrive. So wherever you come to be, you can be standing for the start if you want to. Just allow the eyes to close. And if you are in a chair, let both feet be flat on the ground. And just take a moment to drop down into your feet, whatever that means to you. So feel the contact underneath your feet. And let the weight of your body sink downwards. And just soften your breath. Let your shoulders soften, your belly soften. And then blink your eyes open. And we're going to reach the arms up. Have a big stretch. Reach from side to side. See what feels nice. And then bring the hands down. Okay, so we're going to come and stand. Hopefully my shot is okay today. So we're going to stand at the side of your chair or without, your choice. And let's start with the right foot. So we're going to plant down through your right foot. And we're just going to start to move your left leg. So we're just going to start to swing the left leg from back to front. And just assess how that leg is feeling. And then maybe as it starts to loosen up, you might take it a little bit further. So just moving within what feels comfortable for your body. You might start to feel a little bit of heat coming into the hip joint. Okay, and then we're going to pause. We're going to bring the knee up in front so you can support it with your hand if you need to. But we're going to take the knee out to the side, down and round. And this can be as big or as small as feels comfortable. But try and isolate the movement right into your hip joint. And then next time you bring it forwards, we're going to try and take it the opposite way. So we're internally rotating the hip. Okay, and then bring it forwards, see if you can squeeze it up. And then lower that foot down. And we're going to turn towards the side of our chair. The chair is there. Really, if you want it, you don't have to have it there. So right foot forward, step the left foot back. We're going to bend into that front knee. Make sure you're not on a tight rope, so step your feet a little bit wider. And you can stay here, pushing into that back heel. What we're trying to do here is tuck your tailbone, draw the tummy in, and send like the energy down that back leg. So just charging up that back leg. You can stay with your hands on a chair here or float the arms up and lower them down. And take that a few times. So as you inhale, floating up, and as you exhale, lower it down. So pushing through that back foot, charging up, and try not to let the bum stick out. So drawing the bum down. So last one. Okay. And then lower the hands down or step back towards the right foot. And this time we're going to cross our left foot behind the right. It's a little bit of a wobble, so make sure you feel rooted through both feet. Right hand on your chair, let's lift up and over with the left arm. And what you should start to feel is a nice stretch through the left side and all the way down into that left hip, down through the left leg. Taking another breath here, and then reach it up, bring that arm down, step the leg out, just give the legs a bit of a shake. Okay, and then we're just going to lift up the left knee. Use your hand this time on the inside of your knee, and we're going to open the knee out and hold it there. So a little bit of resistance. So you're pushing your hand into the leg, you're pushing the leg into the hand. So I can immediately feel that firing up in my glutes. And then see if you can push your leg into your hand and slowly bring it back. It's a little bit of muscular control. So we push the hand into the leg to push the leg out, and then the leg into the hand. So there's a little bit of resistance. And we'll take that one more time. So pushing it out and then pushing back. Maybe here you bring the foot to the floor, maybe you extend that leg out and just point and flex your foot. And then lower that leg down, just give it a shake, and we'll switch to the opposite side. It's a beautiful morning if you're outside. My goodness, it's lovely. Okay, so just feel down through both feet, and we'll take that all on the opposite side. So rooting down through your left leg, your left foot. We're going to pick up the right foot and just gently start to swing it forwards and backwards. Just checking the mobility on this side. And then if it feels alright, you can start to get a bit more momentum going. So this movement is very much about momentum. This is not a muscular effort, although we're working on muscles obviously. We're just kind of juicing up the joint a little bit. Okay. So when you're ready, we'll bring it down and then we'll lift your knee up. So you can do this without a chair, you can challenge yourself and balance, or use a wall or a chair to support. We're going to start to take some hip circles on this side. Rotating out one way. Doesn't have to be big, so just moving with your range of motion. And then we'll pause when the knee comes up and then switch it the opposite way. Okay, bring it up, see if you can squeeze the knee up and then bring it down, maybe give it a shake. And then we'll turn towards the side of the chair. So left foot forward, right foot steps back. Doesn't have to be a big step. So your choice, you work within your motion, so you might take it nice and big, you might have it shorter, but there's a bend in that front leg. We push down through that back heel, so really charging up that back leg, and then inhale, you can float the arms up or you can stay holding onto your chair. So exhale to soften, inhale, lengthening up, see if you can reach through the crown of the head, draw the tailbone down as you inhale, exhale to soften. Take that 2 more times. Last one. Okay, and then step forward to that back foot. We'll come to the side of the chair again. Step your right foot behind your left. Bring your hand to rest on the chair or your leg and reach up and over with the right hand. So if you really push down through your right big toe, start to feel a stretch coming up the side of the leg, up through the side of the body. Just pause in that shape, breathe into the shape. And then push through your feet, lift yourself up, uncross the legs, give them a shake, and then bring the right knee up. So we're going to do that resistance. So pushing your hand into your leg to open out, almost feel like your leg is fighting. And then push your leg into your hand to bring it back. So just continuing with that, making sure you're not kind of sticking your bum out. So see if you can draw your tailbone down. So a nice strong torso and really working into those muscles in the hip joint. So let's take one more. And then maybe you pause here, maybe you bring your foot to the floor, maybe you just extend out your right foot. Just bring a bit of movement in and then give it a shake and place it down. Okay, so we're going to come to sit down. And just a final little hip stretch. So if you're sitting on a chair, come to the edge of your chair, cross left ankle over the right knee. Flex that foot, so don't leave it limp, so as if you're standing on a floor. You might stay here, just gentle pressure into that leg, so there's no force. just a little bit of weight. And if that feels okay, you can start to lean it forwards. But see if you can soften into that hip joint. And notice where tension starts to creep in. Where are you holding tension? What can you soften? And can you feel your breath? And then we gently bring it up. Take that leg out, just give it a shake, and switch the other side. Right ankle over. So a little gentle pressure can come through your right hand into your right thigh, but only if it feels okay. And option to lean it forwards, just to deepen that stretch. All depends on what works for your body. Feeling your breath. These are all great exercises as well. If you're sitting at a desk all day, or in these makeshift times, if you stood up and gave yourself 10 minutes, you'd feel so much better when you come back down. Okay, so bringing yourself up, uncross the legs, give them a wobble, and then bring your hands to rest wherever feels comfortable. We'll finish with those 3 breaths, so allow the eyes to close, let the shoulders soften, the belly soften, really relax those hips, and just feel your breath. And if you're outside, listen to the bird song, it's beautiful. Okay. So when you're ready, blinking the eyes open, bring your hands together in front of the heart. Bow the head to the hands, the mind to the body. See if you can take something positive into your day. Bring a smile to your lips. Namaste. Thank you so very much. Any feedback about this camera angle, if it worked or not, that would be greatly appreciated. Thank you so much. Enjoy your day.